Hi there, today we're going to make creamy, slightly sweet avocado popsicles. Now, these are a great way to use avocados that may have gone pretty brown in the flesh and maybe pretty soft, but are still perfectly good to eat. These are really like creamsicles once we put them together, and they're full of healthy fats, protein, vitamins, and fiber. Awesome. And it's only 4 ingredients. We've got 2 avocados, we've got 2 limes, we've got 3 tablespoons of maple syrup or honey, and then we've got 1.25 cups of plain Greek yogurt. In terms of utensils, we've got a food processor or a blender. We have our trusty compost bin. We also don't need it, but you can use a lemon juicer if you want, otherwise use your hand. And then we've got our popsicle holder that we can put in a little stand in the freezer, but you don't need to go out and buy one of these. You can also just use a cupcake or muffin tin or a loaf pan for bread that you actually can just line with parchment paper or put a little oil in to prevent sticking. Okay, now let's get started. In general, I wanted to mention that we can use avocados we can keep them on the counter until they are ripe to the point that we're happy with, then we can put them in the refrigerator until we're ready to use them. Now, just don't forget about them. But if you do, you still can use these. It's just that you may notice that they have some slightly brown flesh. That is okay. If we see anything that has mold or if we smell a chemical smell, that's when we want to put them in the compost bin. And we can chop up the skin of the avocado to help the compost process along, okay? So this is actually magically simple, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and take my avocados and I'm just going to scoop the flesh right into my processor. I've got 2 avocados here. One slightly riper than the other. It's gonna be tasty. All right, get that in there. Oh, got the top of that on there. I need to get that out. Okay, avocado in, that's great. We're gonna go ahead and process this avocado first to let it get nice and then ready for the other ingredients. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, this avocado is ready for the rest of the ingredients. So now we're just going to go ahead and put in all of the rest of the ingredients. The yogurt, right on in there. And then we've got our maple syrup or honey. Okay, and now I need my knife to go ahead and cut my limes. Okay, and I am going to use my juicer. Love this. And go ahead and put your juice of 2 limes right in there. You can use these limes to actually put some baking soda in your sink and clean your sink when you're done as well. You could also save the limes and you could take the zest and use that in a variety of recipes too. Almost there. All right, that was it. Let's go ahead and blend this up again. Okay, it is blended. Now we are just going to take this right off. And I have my cupcake tin here. And I'm just going to pour equal portions into each of these. Helping it along with my spoon here. Now we're ready to put these in the freezer for about an hour, and then once they're hardened a little bit, we will put our popsicle sticks in and finish freezing them and be ready to enjoy. And after a couple of hours, here we have it with their wonky flatware popsicle sticks. And you can just pop one out and have a delicious, nutritious snack. Enjoy.